Hello everyone, Brady here from the Brady Brown channel, but today we are on California Travel channel. Today I'm doing a video on your travel to California. If you are not from around here and you want to travel to California, or you're from a maybe top part of California over here or a bottom and you want to travel, cross state, this
This
might
was a
help
Brown
you, maybe it
Studios
won't.
video.
But let's hopefully it helps you a little tiny bit. So let's get started with slide 1. It says, what do you want to do? So California has multiple different, it probably has a lot more, even more than this, but to my knowledge, this is what California has. You can go option 1, which is sightseeing. So examples, the CNP, the California National Parks, you got Yosemite National Park here, you got Sequoia National Park, or in general, you just got Lake Tahoe, which is half Nevada, half, California. And you got a lot of places, different places, you know, where you could travel to, and at least national park wise. You got the dunes, which is technically also a national park, kind of. I mean, the California National Park. I haven't been there in a long time, but they're called the California State Parks patrol that area, like they also patrol the forests, in the national parks. They're the same, company and same national parks. So the dunes is technically a national park, but it's different because it's dunes where you can camp, ride all-terrain vehicles on a beach instead of dunes. You can again camp with tents and RVs, and different things. You could just do off-roading styles. And then you got beach. Any beach on the West Coast, which is including, you got Huntington Beach, you got Long Beach, you got Santa Barbara, you got multiple more, that Morro Bay, Pismo Beach, which is the dunes. You got Grover Beach, you got Avila, and many more that I probably don't know about or don't have on the top of my head. You just got a lot of beaches here along the West Coast, of course, because we are along the West Coast. You got San Diego. Beautiful San Diego. White sandy beaches. So then you got option 2, theme parks or events. Theme parks, you got, Disney parks, which is Disneyland or Disney's California Adventure. You got Universal Studios Hollywood, Knott's Berry Farm, and more, because I don't know the name on the top of my head, but I know there's one next to the 49ers Stadium, the Levi Stadium. Something America. I can't remember on the top of my head. Something America. Then, what I mean by events, you can go to, fairs around the state fair or whatever you want to, or, stadium kind of events. Baseball, you got San Francisco Giants, you got LA Dodgers, Anaheim Angels or LA Angels, San Diego Padres. Yeah, you got the Padres. And then for football, you got 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, and that's it, because I think everyone else moved. The San Diego Chargers, I believe, moved. If they didn't move, you got the San Diego Chargers, but I think they're moving, right? The Oakland Raiders are moving to Las Vegas, and, so forth like that. Then you got hockey. You got the San Jose Sharks, the Los Angeles Kings, many more, because I don't watch them much, hockey much. Then you got basketball, which, LA Clippers, LA Lakers, Golden State Warriors. Is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then many more, you got stadiums, so you're going to probably have, people coming here, YouTubers, or, just singers just coming here and performing. And you got many places, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and etc. Or you could do both. You could do sightseeing and, you can go to a beach and then you can go to Disneyland. Like, you can go to Huntington Beach and still be able to drive to Disneyland. Perfect amount of time. So, let's go to the next slide. So, for option 1, examples, you got, of course, the dunes. And this is a picture of the dunes where you can camp. And then you got the highway, the ATV highway, or the highway. And then usually there's probably a highway out in the back. But this is the main highway where you travel to find your spot, and then there's a back for, once you settle in, you can take this highway, which is a much faster route. 'Cause I believe it's 15 miles per hour on here, and this is probably, it goes a lot more faster once you get into the dunes, and you can, do whatever over there. Then you got Morro Bay, which is home of the Morro Bay Rock. It's a small area, kind of like San Francisco, but it's a lot nicer, and it's like San Francisco, where you park somewhere and then you walk, along the main street. There's like wine tasting, I know, and there's an cool arcade, pizzeria, the Morro Bay little small aquarium in the back of a souvenir shop, and etc. and so forth. Then you got and they also got camping, I believe, like right over here, where you can camp. And then they got the, you can go on a little tiny cruise boat out in the bay, and the boat docking, etc. so forth. Then you got a Yosemite National Park, which you can go camping there, you can go sightseeing, you can go hiking, you can go fishing, you can go, all your outdoor stuff. You can go to Yosemite, and including Sequoia too. Then for Santa Barbara, you could go to, the Santa Barbara Pier, or just probably shopping or food, fishing, boating, simple stuff. But it's mainly home to the pier. Then you got San Francisco, where you can go to the San Francisco Giants play. And then you got the Golden Gate Bridge, and then you got the Bay Bridge over there. Then you got like Pier 39, I think that's what it's called, or something like that. You can go shopping there, you go eat some bubblegum shrimp, or you can go to Alcatraz if you really want to take that trip on a boat, which goes there. Just a lot of fun stuff. And I really wanted to include Monterey too. Monterey is a really nice place. Also has bubblegum trip, the Monterey Aquarium, and Carmel is over there, which is a very nice city just to look at and go shopping at. So next we got the option 2 examples, which are the theme parks. I didn't include much of the Giants and stuff like that, or the stadium stuff, but I didn't include any to be exact. But you got Disneyland. This is the main entrance plaza. This is actually just the main entrance plaza in general. Just this is a picture of the Disneyland main entrance, and then this is a picture of the Disney's California Adventure. This is all connected one. This literally, if you flip this, the California Adventure one, horizontally, it would probably line up, to be exact. Then you got Knott's Berry Farm, America's first theme park, but I think Disneyland is way better and will always be better. Then you got Universal Studios Hollywood. Pretty damn nice place. Not much attractions though. I mean, this is basic attractions. Then you got, Jurassic Park the ride, Shrek 4D, and basic stuff. It only got about 10 attractions. Really good entertainment, especially the Universal City Walk is pretty dang good. Knott's Berry Farm, pretty decent. A lot of roller coasters, and you got this thing that brings you high and then drops you. You also got the observatory or whatever, which makes like a full 360, and it goes really high, and you can see, Buena Park and, Anaheim and stuff like that from there. Or basically Orange County. So this is Brady's recommendations, or my recommendations for theme parks wise. So you got the theme park names, which are Disneyland, Disney California Adventure. These two are basically the same. And then Universal Studios, and then Knott's Berry Farm. So for food, Disneyland got Downtown Disney. Disney's California Adventure, of course, it's the same connected. Basically, you got Downtown Disney. Downtown Disney, you got ESPN Zone. You got Rainforest Cafe. You got a great Mexican restaurant and a great pizza, kind of Italian restaurant. Those are both great. They did tear down House of Blues, so that would be included in shops, and I think they had food there. They also had entertainment, but I don't know what I forgot what they're planning to put there. I'll get to what I was going to say in a second. Okay, so then for Universal Studios, you of course got Universal City Walk. Great place to eat at Hard Rock. Hard Rock? Did I get it right? I think I did. Hard Rock is delicious food there and stuff like that. Then from Knott's Berry Farm, you got a like Panda Express in the park. You got, the basic parks. I mean, each park has, their own food and stuff like that. Then right outside the park, you got TGI Fridays, and then you got Buena Park and like stuff like that, where you can go there and eat there, or you could go to it's a cool place where it acts. I think it's like medieval, something like that. It's where it shows like medieval on stage, and you can eat in front of them and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I think that's also how for Pirates. They have a Pirates thing version of that too, somewhere else. But it's over there in Buena Park or near Buena Park. It's pretty cool. Then for shops, you got, of course, Downtown Disney for Disney's California Adventure and Disneyland. Of course, you got Lego, the Lego store. You got, you got, what else is there? You got Build-A-Bear. You got a cool, customize your own, like, cool, car, remote control car. It's pretty cool. Then you got, the Disney stores, like the Disney store. And then you got, like, a couple other cool Disney kind of pop stores kind of thing. For Universal Studios, you got Universal City Walk, of course. There you get, they have, like, they have a Raiders store, I think, there. And they have a LA Dodgers store there. They also have, like, a gym. And Universal probably has, like, their own store there. And there's clothing shops. Universal City Walk's more of, like, people living there, because it's, like, clothes and stuff like that. Like, actual clothes, not, like, souvenir clothes. But, yeah, it's still a fun place to walk and stuff like that for shops. For Knott's Berry Farm, I mean, you can go down to Buena Park and probably shop, but the only real shop, I think, I would have to say, near the park is Snoopy's headquarters. Has, like, Knott's Berry Farm souvenirs and stuff, basic park stuff, theme park stuff there. For parking, you got the Mickey and Friends parking structure for both, of course, Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. The Mickey and Friends, you could take, well, here's the thing. You got the Mickey and Friends parking structure, and then you got the Lilo and Stitch parking area and the Pinocchio parking area. So the tram runs from, last time I went there, you paid $20 for just a basic car or vehicle to park there in the parking structure or the Pinocchio parking area, depending on if the parking lot or the parking structure is full or not. You'll park in the Pinocchio parking area, etc. Also, buses park in the Pinocchio parking area, by the way. So, if you were to do that, you take it. So, if you park in the Mickey and Friends tram, they changed it recently where once you get out of the parking structure, go down the escalators or go down the elevator, whatever happens, once you go down there, get your bags checked instead of getting it checked at the park, which I think is cool because it's faster, I think, faster for security, at least, so you don't have to get them checked every time you enter Disney. The only thing I have to ask is, what if someone comes from downtown Disney to the Disneyland parks? Are they security checked? I don't know. Haven't went there in years, since 2016, I think I went there, which it's changed a lot since 2016 or 2015. Summer of 2015, I think I went, or something like that. It's changed a lot since then. I mean, it changes every year, Disneyland, or that Disney area. So, it's changed, but that's what I know they changed. So you get your security, checked, blah, 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 blah. You take the Mickey and Friends tram, about 5-minute maybe drive, or not even 5 minutes, but you just take a drive on the tram to downtown Disney and the tram parking area. Get off there, go to the parks, or go to downtown Disney, then go to the parks. Then you get back on the tram, and I'll take you back to the parking structure. Runs 1 hour after Disneyland or 1 hour after the latest park closes. So if Disneyland closes at 12 and California Adventure closes at 11, the tram will stop running after 1 o'clock. So then for Universal, their Universal Studios has their own parking structures as well that connect to either, I think the Curious George Park and Structure, and it might be King Kong. No. Curious George Park and Structure definitely connects to I think it's the south side of, or the east side of Universal City Walk, and you'll take an elevator, walk down to the Universal City Walk, and then you'll go to Universal Studios entrance. Then you got the King Kong parking structure, and you got one other I think there's about 3 parking structure for Universal Studios. And Disneyland only has 1, so, But I think it's smaller, Universal Studios. So for Knott's Berry Farm, they got a decent size parking area on I think that would be the southwest side of the parking, or it's near the Knott's Berry Farm Resort, and they have the parking area over there, and the parking area, it's on the other side of the parking area for the resort, or the hotel. So for people, I think everyone will know this, the theme parks are packed on weekends, vacation times for down south, or vacation times for anyone. It's just packed almost 24/7. You want to go during maybe, I don't know, April, it's decent. But you got, spring break, probably February, the blah months, basically, where you wouldn't have school off, but you will be able to ride almost every ride in the park. But on the weekend, I was almost able to ride all the rides except for Hollywood Tower of Terror back when it was open. I was able to ride all the rides except for that and watch World of Color decently, perfectly. I was able to do all that in one day on a Saturday. So, just depends on how you plan out your ride. That's what also we might go towards another video. You want to plan how to plan out your ride, at least for Disneyland. Hotels and motels. Disneyland has a lot surrounding it. They have 3 resort hotels. They have Paradise Pier Resort Hotel. They got the Disneyland Resort Hotel, which connects to Downtown Disney. And then they also got the Grand California Hotel, $1,000 probably a night. Very nice hotel, but it connects to Downtown Disney and has a private entrance to Disney's California Adventure. So there's a lot of hotels surrounding it, and 3 on the property of Disney's property. Universal Studios, I'm not for sure, but I know there's not much hotels and motels around there, so you'll have to probably travel a little bit to get to a hotel or a place where to stay. I don't think Universal has their own, resort hotel or, place to stay, but, you might have to travel a little bit. Knott's Berry Farm has a decent amount. There's probably ones near Buena Park and stuff like that. They have their own one resort hotel, kind of just not even a resort, just a hotel place to stay and stuff like that for Knott's Berry Farm. Prices, Disneyland can range up to $97 to $124. That may not sound a lot, but that's just on a generic regular day. It could go up to $200. If you're going to get a park hopper ticket. Park hopper, I wouldn't recommend getting a park hopper ticket if you're going to be there for 2 days. You should get Disneyland one day, California Adventure one day, and you are probably guaranteed to do everything in each park if you plan out your day properly. At park hopper, if you really want to go to each park in one day, go ahead, knock yourself out by a park hopper, but if you're going 2 days, definitely recommend just getting 1 and 1, basically. For Universal Studios, it ranges from about $105 to $116. There's not much attraction, so you should almost be able to ride every single ride or attraction in Universal Studios Hollywood, including the studio tour, which is pretty cool. Knott's Berry Farm is about $45 to $75 cheap. Now, it's cheap, but you'll see why. You can probably rate it now because of the recommendations. The park's pretty good, but, Oops. Computer. Went to sleep. Sorry, because I wasn't touching much. So, you got your recommendations. Now, we're back to moving the mouse. You got your recommendations. Disney is highly recommended. Highly recommended, because it's very nice, very organized, and they will keep the park clean, and it's good to make it's good for their managers or whatever higher ups to keep the cast members looking happy because it makes everyone else happy. If you have a very dickhead kind of, sorry for my language, but like mean or attitude kind of cast member or just employee, it's going to ruin other people's day. The parents are probably already, or the parents, the family or whatever, some of them are probably already stressed out because they have to plan the trip, make sure everyone's, ready, make sure everyone gets to the park, gets their tickets, and has fun. They're probably already stressed out. They don't want someone there, getting all mad at them or anything. I know the employees, they have to work hard basically for their job, and that's really good about Disney is they keep the park fresh, new, and whatever. Just it's very nice and well kept. Employees are or cast members are well kept. The park itself is well cleaned and kept. So is Downtown Disney. They just do it really well. Now for Universal, it's recommended, but not much attractions, so you won't have much attraction-wise to do, much to do, but there's a lot of entertainment. There's a lot of different things to do. Universal City Walk, there's a lot more there's a lot more entertainment than attractions. Now, for Knott's Berry Farm, it's not really recommended, but it has more attractions than Universal Studios or rides or whatever, but it's not as fun. And what I mean by that, it's poorly operated. The employees talk crap about the park and how it operates poorly. Now, I went there not too long ago, and we did this carnival kind of game, and Snoopy's camp area or something like that. And, the thing stopped working. The employee's like, yeah, that's just how this park works, or something like that. They're basically talking crap how the park operates poorly, and that's not... If you worked at Disney, you would be fired on the spot, or given that pink slip, or whatever they give, how they fire their employees. That is why Disney's probably the best, is they keep their employees well checked, and making sure they don't do anything, or make the park suffer in a bad way, kind of thing. Also, what I want to add to my recommendations for transit, Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure, their hotels and motels usually have a bus that goes there. They also have the Disneyland buses, and they also have their walking distance of most hotels and motels. And that is it for this slide. Let's go to the next one. There actually isn't a next slide. So that is it for this episode. This is part 1. I'll probably add to more of this slideshow later and make a part 2. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, smack that like button down below. Subscribe to California Travel and subscribe to my channel, Brady Brown. Bye for now.
This was a Brown Studios video.